Hello, everyone, and welcome to our virtual group, Unlocking MDS Excellence, Navigate Code and Care. I'm so excited to have you all join us here, where we'll be learning how to continue to code the MDS accurately, whether you're new at it or if you're seasoned. I know I've been doing MDSs since they've been invented in the 90s, and I still look at the manual for the rules, especially because every October the rules change in the RAI manual. In 2023 was probably the most changes that we've seen in a long time, but they continue to change. We had some in October of this year, and they already have a draft for October of 2025. So if you're an MDS nurse, it's really great to have a place to go where other MDS nurses or nurses that are working in skilled nursing homes can help you with learning the new regulations, learning the survey rules that come up, the care planning rules. MDS nurses are now being asked to write care plans more than ever because there is such a shortage of nurses, and the nurse managers are on med carts or, doing other things that are being asked of them. So it's not unusual for you to be asked to do more of the care plans, and you may even be asked to go to the floor at times, which I hope that you aren't, because reimbursement and does not, happen if you're not in your seat doing your job. So hopefully your managers realize that. And so let me tell you about myself. I have been in long-term care since 1989. And so I have been involved in MDSs since they had started in the 90s. I had worked as a staff nurse. I have worked as a Medicare supervisor. I've worked as an evening supervisor. I've worked as a director of nurses for many years. And then I changed roles and went back to being an MDS nurse just because I needed to do that for family balance at the time. But saying that and doing that, I progressed into the corporate role, and became a reimbursement manager for several states. And that was New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Pennsylvania I've worked in, and Massachusetts. I think New Jersey at one point. The company that I worked for, they have homes in many states. So, we were cross-trained and asked to cover in different states. So with that being said, I have a lot of experience. And then I decided that, I wanted to do something different. And that's when I started my own business, and it's called Skilled Nursing Support. And what I do is I do coaching. I coach people for careers, career choices, for life coaching if you have needs for that. I really pivoted through that because 5 years ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had physical challenges that I could no longer really be in buildings being asked to work at the bedside if I needed to because of some physical challenges. So that made me pivot and do this, and I've loved it. I still work full-time for, a company, and still am involved in the management of the MDS process for them. So I do this and I do that, but I am loving this part of it because I feel like I'm giving back to the community, and I'm helping other nurses, be able to find some work-life balance, and know the rules of what you need to do. I've been involved in audits. I see when, reimbursement's taken away and the MDS nurses in the building, they feel really horrible, but, it's a team effort. It's not just the MDS nurse. Sometimes they say, oh, you coded incorrectly, and that's what happened. But I always teach that you only can code what's available to you. So if documentation isn't there, you can't code it. If things didn't happen in your look back period, you can't code it. And so it really takes a village to get that MDS coded correctly. And so With that being said, many of you are feeling isolated in your role because, sometimes the floor nurses don't understand. They think you just sit in an office and you have a sweet job. They don't realize, what goes into the process. And they don't realize that, the care that's being provided for the residents comes directly from how you guys code your MDS, as well as, whether that nurse gets the raise or not. If the facility is not bringing in the income, then again, that's going to affect everything. There's a bigger process. And I'm sure you guys know that. So, I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about coding accurately and providing the best care to the residents in your charge. Because, we're all going to be there. We're all going to need care. We're all going to, want to make sure that we are getting the best care that we deserve. And the revenue, comes from that MDS and allows the facility to gain whatever they need in order to provide that care. Now, we know that a lot of times we have to audit those MDSs and we have to do them over because they aren't coded correctly. It might be, you're busy doing education. You have to educate nurses. Did they ask the resident, that question, can you breathe while lying flat? Is it documented? If it's not, we don't take credit. Those are some of the things. Do the aides know how to code correctly? So you are out on that floor, you're doing that education yourself, and you're validating everything that you're putting in that MDS. And then hopefully delivering care, developing those care plans accurately as well. So what's next? Come on inside, learn what we have to offer. I will be providing in-services for you guys. I will also be making sure that you get some, know the regulations, the updates that as they come. You will, continue to, there's a couple of steps that you have to click on. And once you're in, you'll go to that community. And then there's a learning tab where you'll see courses. I haven't uploaded them yet, but I will. I think you'll have one or two uploaded when you join. And then that's where you'll see all of that, any courses that come up. And we'll have a weekly question and answer session if you need it. And there'll be, on the discussion group, some discussion on what's to come. If I have anything special coming, I will always make sure that that's updated. So welcome, and I hope that you find this group exciting and that you're able to learn. And please, 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 post any questions in the group that you want answered or need answered, because this group is for you. It's for you to learn and for you to, navigate, again, accurately coding and providing the care for your residents in your charge. Have a great day.